Good morning, Marty. And while we've seen spot shortages of labor over the past 10 days or so here in Los Angeles, cargo generally has been moving pretty well. I look at three areas of our data. One are the vessels, how many we have in port working, what's on the way, and there are no ships at anchor. So while we've had some vessel delays akin to if your flight was delayed by an hour or two, by and large, that cargo is moving on and off the ships pretty well. The second area is the velocity of cargo, how long it sits before its next movement. On terminal dwell, rail dwell, and off port dwell are all in line with where they've been over the last 60 days. So no big spike there either. And for the number of containers here at the Port of Los Angeles, the rail and truck numbers look pretty good. But the vessel numbers, how much was discharged over the weekend, is relatively high. That means we had a good weekend of productivity. Now, there are truckers and customers of the port that have seen delays and longer lines than normal. Very sensitive to that. But by and large, given the situation of bargaining, cargo's moving pretty smoothly here.
Okay, so by the metrics, it doesn't seem as though you're being affected as much as, say, the Port of Seattle, right? But how are you doing it? Because, I mean, okay, maybe the workers aren't the same, but the unions certainly are, right?
Yeah, you've got 29 local offices up and down the west coast of the United States. Each one operates a little bit differently. Here in Los Angeles and Long Beach, ILW Local 13 represents the largest membership of longshoremen and mechanics, and they're out there working pretty hard. So we've got a unique look here. There are also 58 ships on the way from Asia to the Southern California ports. That's a high watermark for us over the last several months. It's beginning to show that cargo volume for seasonal purposes, think back to school, fall fashion, and the very beginning of year-end holiday, is starting to see an uptick.
All right, it's good to know. So Los Angeles, also Long Beach, longshoremen are still hard at it, doing what they do and not slowing down, apparently. But these talks over money, we were talking offline a couple seconds ago, and Loriana was reporting in her piece just before we came to you that the average pay for longshoremen is $200,000. How much more are they asking for right now? Can you tell us?
Well, I don't speak for either the union or the employers group, Marty, but what I can tell you is the union guys that I talk to just about every day were on the job 6 days a week during COVID and that great cargo surge that we had here for an extended period of time in Los Angeles. They simply want to get paid what they're worth. They also know that the industry on the shipping line and container terminal side made record profits, more so than they ever had in the history of containerized shipping. They want their fair wage. They want a cut of those great profits. At the same time, the employers group is looking at an uneven economy. Overall, we've got inflation, wage hikes, hikes on the interest rates, and general uncertainty on consumer sentiment. So they're trying to track the future as well.